Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be doing several upgrades to C63 AMG. So 3 really popular upgrades to do on this platform. We're upgrading the LSD, we're upgrading the secondary cat bypass, and then we're also installing some performance ECU software as well to lift up the horsepower and torque. So the limited slip differential is a really hot topic on this particular platform. And what we're going to do today is we're going to have the standard differential out. We're going to have 2 different types of automatic torque biasing LSDs out and talk you through what the benefits are of a limited slip differential and why you want to upgrade away from the factory open differential. So as part of the exhaust upgrade, let's show you what that sounds like. And then let's get the car in the workshop and we'll get the differential and exhaust system removed and we'll talk you through the differential, the ins and outs on the bench. Okay, so you watched us remove the factory differential from the C63 AMG, which we have just here, and I'm going to be upgrading it with the Wavetrac diff, which we have here. We thought we'd explain to you exactly why you might want to consider upgrading from the factory open differential to a performance differential, limited slip differential. So this is going to be a little bit technical, so I hope you all can follow and I'm explaining it well enough for you. So if you've got any questions, obviously let us know in the comments, but for now, these cars from the factory come with a open differential, and that's what we have right here. And the problems you might experience with an open differential that you'll feel behind the steering wheel is when, for example, you go around a corner and you're applying the throttle coming out of the corner, the traction control might come on, or the rear end might feel really unstable if you've got the traction control off, or if the traction control is delayed in engaging. So the reason why this happens is with the open differential, the power is sent to the wheel with the least amount of grip. If you want to get technical about it, the open differential has a 1-to-1 bias ratio. And basically what that means is say for example, you take a right corner, the outside wheel will have more grip than the inside wheel because the inside wheel is unloaded from the suspension. And then what happens is the outside wheel has a lower traction limit than the outside wheel. And this then starts to spin, but the outside wheel can only get as much power sent to it as the wheel with the least amount of grip has, which is obviously very slow. It's going to really slow down the acceleration, going to make the rear end of the car feel really unstable and feel super frustrating. So that's why you install a limited slip differential. But obviously, as you probably know, there's so many different types of limited slip differentials in the market. It's a little bit confusing, all the way from like pure motorsport differentials, which are like clutch or plate style differentials, which wear quite a bit and there's a lot of MBH associated with them. You have to service them all the time, all the way to like automatic torque biasing differentials, which there's also quite a few different ones in that. And what we've been installing for many years is the Wavetrac limited slip differential, which is a helical gear and pinion differential, so it's an ATB. And what the Wavetrac does is it has a higher torque bias ratio. So in these cars, it's about 4.5 torque bias ratio. So if you reference what we were talking about earlier, with the inside wheel going around a corner, has lower grip than the outside wheel, but with the Wavetrac differential, because it has a 4.5 times, the outside wheel with more grip can have 4.5 times the amount of power sent to it as the inside wheel has at the traction limit, which is going to make the car feel like the wheels are actually connected to the ground. It's going to power you through and out of the corner as well. And even then still, with automatic torque biasing differentials, some others on the market, Obviously a lot cheaper than the Wavetrac differential, but there's a reason behind that as well. The reason behind that is because the design and the manufacture is completely different. We've actually got two examples down here. This one example here is a popular brand in the UK and also around the rest of the world. If you see an automatic torque biasing differential, this is what you're going to find inside of them. Whereas with the Wavetrac, this is what you're going to find inside, which for the keen-eyed of you, it looks quite a bit different on the inside part here. So what we basically got with the Wavetrac design is you have the two side gears, but then most importantly, you have a cam profile in the center of the differential. Now, the problem with automatic torque biasing differentials of years gone by, and that you'll find it all over the internet, is that they tend to perform like an open differential when you have a loss of axle load on one of the wheels, which is what we're describing the problem with the open differential. So what happens is, if you don't have perfect conditions, then if the inside tire has a lot less grip than the outside, it'll just feel like an open differential. And we'll show you a video now of someone on YouTube who's actually shown that problem, illustrated it perfectly with another ATB and then a Wavetrac differential. So you can see as the car is driving through the corner, the inside wheel is spinning excessively. So the revs are increasing, almost like the clutch is slipping because you've got excessive wheel spin. And then with the Wavetrac differential driving through the corner, the car's perfectly planted and the wheel speed as you're going through the corner, or the car speed and the revs, is perfectly smooth. And that's because there's more traction. So it's an undeniable fact that there is a major difference in performance between these two types of design. And the reason why that happens is the ATB differential, like this design, has nothing on the inside to stop a loss of axle load situation. Whereas with the Wavetrac design, you have this cam device in the center. And what happens is when there's a loss of axle load or reduction in it, this cam profile actually starts to rise, pushes out and creates its own internal load. And that's what allows the Wavetrac differential to outperform all the other ATB differentials on the market. So not only is the Wavetrac gonna feel a lot better behind the steering wheel, drivability is gonna be much more improved. It's gonna allow you to drive the car a lot faster as well. And then also there's reliability improvements as well, because with the other ATB designs on the market, the pinions run directly on the housings, which creates, when for example you're sat there doing wheel spins, there's excessive like wheel slip inside the differential, which creates a lot of heat. You can actually get material transfer between the pinions and the housings because there's quite a localized hotspot there. The oil film breaks down. Whereas with the Wavetrac diff, they've got these nice carbon fiber bias plates which fit in between the pinion and the differential housing, which creates a consistent friction surface for the lifetime of the differential, and the performance remains the same. There's no reliability issues associated with it as well. So that's sort of the most about things that you need to know about open differentials, ATB differentials, and then the Wavetrac limited slip differential as well. So yeah, let us know if you've got any questions there. I know it's a bit of a long explanation, and let's get this fitted to the car and get on to upgrading the exhaust and the ECU software. Okay, so differential has been fitted to the car. Obviously you can't see it, doesn't look any different from the outside, but obviously it's going to improve the driving experience massively. Exhaust system as well has been fitted to the car, but we're still retaining these factory tips. So let's hear what that sounds like now. So we're going to head to the dyno, flash the ECU software and talk you through the results at the end. So the software has been finished on the C63 AMG and we've got the results here behind me. So the red lines as the car arrived and the blue lines as the car leaves us now as it's finished. This line here, you're looking at your torque, and this line up here, you're looking at your horsepower. So this car benchmarked at 434 horsepower and about 595 Newton meters of torque. And as you can see, there's a colossal gain all the way across the rev range. So it's now making peak performance figures of about 485 horsepower and about 630 Newton meters of torque. So there's a big increase in power and big increase in torque as well. And obviously with the Wavetrac limited slip differential, it's going to allow the customer to put all that power through to the ground. And it's also going to sound a lot better with the secondary cat delete as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't done already, then give us a thumbs up. If you want to watch some of our other videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you want to watch some other videos in the same playlist, then click here. And if you haven't done already, then hit the subscribe button right here.